Tides of Tomorrow. You are a tidewalker, survivors of a flood. The world is in a crisis, a disease leaked to pollution threatens all life, and communities drift apart across the seas of a floating platform. Before you begin, you follow another player's journey, a friend, a stranger. Their choices leave echoes, NPC reactions, environmental changes, traps, or clues that impact the playthrough. You'll navigate floating towns, scavenge for supplies, potential cures, and meet factions and characters. Each decision can shift allegiances or create enemies. Your path, your morals, and the world you emerge into not just on you, but the tangled web of prior players' decisions. Created with the same studio as Road 96. Out of words. You and a second player play as two characters, Kurt and Carla, in a stylized fantasy world. Gameplay involves physics-based puzzles, timing-oriented platforming, and cooperative environment interactions, handcrafted with a tactile, almost puppet theater stop-motion inspired aesthetic. The narrative metaphor is powerful. Both characters have lost their voice, and the journey is about restoring communication, trust, and their identities. The game explores emotional themes through gameplay and cooperative puzzles, making it as much about connection as platforming. Ill, designed to push the horror genre into gritty territory. Expect heavy body horror, dismemberment, grotesque enemies, and a world where physics and realism shine. Fights and combat feel weighted and dangerous. The setting is an isolated research facility where something has gone terribly wrong. As you explore, the horror unfolds. The tension, the pacing, and the horror aren't just jump scares, but built through the atmosphere, lighting, and unpredictable physics-based interactions of a reactive world. Gameplay emphasizes resource management, weapon maintenance, and survival instincts. Limited ammo, fragile equipment, environmental threats, and a constant sense of danger. When things go wrong, they go wrong. This isn't a safe horror game. BLACKFROST, The Long Dark 2. Sequel to the respected survival sandbox, the world has collapsed into what's called a quiet apocalypse. The world has no electricity or modern tech. You survive in a frozen industrial city called Harmont, where cold and environmental hazards dominate. You won't always be alone in the wilderness. Surviving now might mean teaming up, building trust, or betraying while fighting the cold and scarce resources. The survival mechanics are expected to deepen, manage hunger, cold, resources, navigating the harsh world, but add the weight with human relationships, uncertainty, and the question of trust in a broken world. Felt That Boxing. A totally different tone. It mashes puppet-style comedy with arcade boxing mechanics. You play as Fuzzy, a puppet orphan fighting in the tournament of a million punches. To save a puppet orphanage from demolition, it's absurd, heartfelt, and uniquely stylized. Visual styles and animations are a major selling point. It's like a puppet theater meets video games. Gameplay blends arcade-style brawling with chaos and humor, fast-paced fights, exaggerated physics, and over-the-top arenas. There are training mini-games, comedic set pieces, and a story-driven boss fight. And beneath the humor, a narrative about fighting for a home, belonging, and an underdog resilience.